Former Jackson State University standout offensive lineman Tyler Brown, who transferred to Colorado once Deion Sanders took the job out there. He has been ruled ineligible and won't be able to suit up this year for the Buffs. Woo! Boy. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this because the story is deeper than a surface level. It's deep, okay? And I want to talk about this. Before we do, though, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy First, and this is the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something. Again, hit that subscribe button, share, put all your people on it. Join the channel, become one of the realest ones so you can enjoy perks like the one I did last night, watching the Jack State game with channel members. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Okay. So if you want to engage in that as well, join the channel. Contribute via Cashapp, contribute via Super Thing, whatever you give helps us immensely as we continue to strive to reach our goals. And we thank y'all so much. Okay. We will be the one-stop shop for Black culture. But let's get into this, man. This is some real shit. And I told y'all we are indeed the realest. So we're going to talk about this. First of all, let's address the elephant in the room. I hold no ill will towards this young king, none whatsoever. First of all, he's one of the players who put it on something. You know, to me, he came on, and I reach out to a hell of a lot of folks. I probably get a tenth of the people to come on who I reach out to. Okay, so this young king was kind enough to come on, and let me interview him. And I was thoroughly impressed by the young man when I talked to him. I was also impressed by his play last year. He was stellar for us. Okay, he also went to the high school I went to. He went to St. Joe. Okay, so there was a tie-in there. But this shit is deep, y'all. I say all that because I know there's still some ill will towards some of the players that left. And I saw on social media that some people were saying that this young king may have said some degrading things about Jack State. I didn't see that. And even if the young king did, I don't hold these kids to the same standard as I hold as I hold Deion Sanders, a very grown ass man who knows better or should know better. These are still young men and women. Young men, I should say. What am I talking about? Women. These are still young men who are still finding themselves and stuff like that. Okay, and this situation kind of proves that, and I think ultimately, though, it will help this young king ultimately. But let's look at it. All right, the young king was ruled ineligible. Y'all know before he came to Jack State, he had already been at University of Louisiana Lafayette, if I'm not mistaken. That's where he was. So then he left there, came to Jack State. Then again, when Prime left, he went on out there with Prime. So he appealed though, and his appeal was deep. And I want to read to y'all the message that the young king released, and he's released video since as well. And that video encouraged all y'all to watch the video. Okay, but I want to read his message in its entirety to y'all. So it was a message that he, posted to the Buffalo fans. Okay, but I think there can be a lot learned for everybody through this message. Okay, it reads: the NCAA unfortunately denied my appeal, and I will not be able to suit up with my brothers for the 2023-2024 football season. That's what hurts me more than anything. Not being able to suit up with my brothers and go to battle every Saturday. Here we get into the real shit. My mental health appeal wasn't a made-up scenario to justify me coming to Colorado to play. I've struggled with my mental health my entire life. I've been going to therapy and on antidepressants as well as anxiety medication since I was 18 years old. It's nothing I'm ashamed of or hide from. The NCAA stated to our compliance office that since I wasn't struggling to get out of bed, I got to run that back. The NCAA stated to our compliance office that since I wasn't struggling to get out of bed, that my mental health case wasn't serious enough. Woo! Depression isn't something that just goes away. There are some days it's hard for me to get out of bed and be productive. There are some days I don't even want to leave my apartment and just isolate. Football has always been the largest tool in helping me through the struggles, and not having that hurts. But I will continue to push through and find a way every single day to be the best Tyler Brown I can be. This is a call to action. The NCAA claims to care about student athletes' mental health, but they do not care about mine. I'm releasing my denied appeal video in hopes to lobby for a change for other students who will come behind me. This was extremely hard for me to do, to be vulnerable like this, but I want there to be a change for the next athlete who happens to be in my shoes. Mental health is real and should never be ignored by the cover of policies meant to hurt student athletes. That's some deep shit. And look, next month uh is suicide awareness month or suicide prevention month or something like that. And I'll be doing some things around that for real, for real. I'll announce one to y'all now. I announced it to the channel members already. Uh I'm launching a new show. I'm launching a new show called First Free Clinic. Okay. Uh it's gonna be a live show. It's gonna give us the opportunity to interact as a community. It's gonna be open to the public. Okay. So it won't just be open to my channel members. This will be open to everybody. And I just want to give us a chance as a community, to gather amongst each other in a real way, on some real shit. Y'all see who I am, you know what I'm talking about? And y'all see that I'm very open about uh my fight to keep my mental health together. And I try to encourage others to do the same. You feel me? So I'm gonna be launching that uh in September. All right, and I'll give y'all more info on that to come. But I went and watched the video that Tyler put out, and he talked about seeing one of his coaches over there in Louisiana pass away during practice. That's traumatic experience. The young blood seems visibly shaking in the video. Uh, he talks about coming up hard with his mom being a single mom, and all the things that went with that. So it seemed like he had some other shit going on as well, because it was like this coach that passed away was like his first real father figure, male figure type of guy, and he passed away out there like that. So seemed like he already had some difficulties, but then you got that traumatic experience. It's fucked up. Now you may wonder, well, what the fuck that got to do with transferring and all those policies? I don't know, because I don't know the policies like that. But I'm telling you, the grown-ups should have known all that shit. The coaching staff, the compliance office, everybody involved should have known all this shit to the letter to give this young king proper advice, to let him know what he need to do in order to get out there on that field and play. Okay? So I'm not gonna fault this young man in this situation. I'm not. And we call them college kids, but really they ain't no damn kids by that part. By that, you know, we've had 18-year-olds get drafted in the wars and 18-year-olds voting. You know, so you 18 to 22, you grown, but you're still young. You're still young. Like, think back when you were 18 to 22 years old. Okay, just think about some of the decisions you were making. Even me, a responsible motherfucker for the most part, straight A student, all that kind of shit. I did some dumb shit around that time. I did. I did some shit that could have had more dire consequences than this. You understand? And I ain't talking about committing no crime or nothing like that. I'm talking about out here fucking. You out there throw what Eddie Murphy say one time, you throw your dick on the crap table when you out here having casual sex. We've been young and dumb. That's my point. Okay. And I'm not calling this young man dumb. What I'm saying is he performed well at Jackson State University. His celebrity coach went to Colorado. This young man probably being told by them, come with us. You're going to be on a bigger stage, play in the Pac-12. If you perform for us, how you perform, if you perform there the way you perform here at Jackson State, we can get you to the league. I don't know. I haven't talked to Tyler about that. You know, what played a role in him transferring. I ain't talked to him about that. But I bet that's the thinking, and that's what they were being told. But whoever told them that should have made sure that they knew the young king was gonna be able to play. Because now you got to worry about, well, how is this kid gonna get through this year without his safe haven football? How he's gonna get through this mentally without being able to go suited up and do what he loves to do? That's tough. And I hope he has all the resources needed to get through it. Okay. But I reached out to the young man and I'll just share with y'all what I told him. Okay. I'm not going to share what he said, but he did have some kind words for me and I greatly appreciate that. All right. But I told him this. I said, hold your head, young king. Okay. I know from experience how adversity can propel a person to new heights. That's what's going to happen for you. Now your story will inspire people who are fighting for their mental health. The world is yours. Now, what I meant by that from my story, the adversity that I faced was being attacked by the police in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. That altered my life. It altered my life. I graduated #1 from Southern Miss with a degree in psychology, but then got out of school and nobody would hire me in that field because of that incident with the police. Because, you know, to white society, you can't question the police. I literally, one of the motherfuckers told me that. They told me that in the jail. Because I got arrested after being attacked. Because I defended myself. But a woman told me the police like your mom and daddy. That's what I was told. So I guess I was supposed to sit there and let the motherfucker beat on me. So with that kind of thinking, nobody hired me. I was forced to find another way to get some money. Ended up becoming a teacher and a coach. Something I had tried to avoid. My mama taught school 40 years. I told her I ain't gonna do that because she wasn't getting no money. She wasn't getting no real money based on the amount of work she was doing. But if that shit hadn't happened to me, I never would have taught school and coach for a decade. If I didn't do that, I would have never met some of the great people that I met. I would have never had the experience that I have, knowing the ins and outs of the academic system, knowing all these, many of the things I do with you guys. I know it works because it worked for that decade that I was with those young people, real young people coming from struggle who they ain't buying no bullshit. So if I could be effective with them, oh, I know I can be effective around the world, and that shit's working. So that adversity did propel me to new heights. Now that I've stepped out of that and become a businessman and really jumped out on faith into this business. So that's the same thing I think gonna happen with Tyler Brown. This adversity and the way he's responding and being so open about what's going on and releasing that video, and he a big ass motherfucker. This is a big ass offensive lineman, but he's sharing with the world him in this vulnerable space. God damn it, that is gonna inspire somebody. That is gonna save somebody. Because somebody gonna be able to look at that big ass kid and say, damn, I ain't got to hide it. This big, strong ass football player can share it. Then goddamn it, maybe I can too. Maybe I can too. So who knows? Maybe all this shit turns to, especially if he can come back when he finally can play, come back, ball out, make it to the league. Maybe he turns this shit into some books, motivational speaking, whatever. But I think it could prepare him to new heights. I really do. But whoever in the hell was advising him on the move, whether it was Prime, one of his assistants, whether it's the compliance office, whether whoever dropped the motherfucking ball, we got to do a better job as the OGs taking care of these young people and steering them right. Got to do better. See, like some of the dumb sexual decisions I made during my college years, maybe I wouldn't have done that if I had an OG steering me right on that. I ain't had nobody had no talk to me about no women and sex and all that shit. I was out here getting it in on my own, goddamn, on my own reconnaissance. And yes, I knew what was right and wrong, but hell, shit. Temptation, get your ass. Pop got that song called Temptation. Shout out to Pop. So Colorado was tempting. It looked good. Bigger stage, all that kind of shit. Of course the kid went for that. But now he can't play. But I wish him well. And hopefully this shit doesn't hold him back. All right. Put it on some.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.